In this video, we want to cover a topic about training your own employees as a security guard company. Now, there is nothing wrong or illegal about training your own employees, although you cannot provide the Level 3 commission class or the Level 4 bodyguard class unless you are a licensed training academy. But what we want to focus on is the exposure to liability that you take on as an employer and even an in-house trainer doing so, some of which you may not be aware of. Just to point out as far as our video topic, when we talk about in-house training as opposed to subcontracting that service out to a third party or a training academy, we mean basic security guard courses, handcuffing, baton, pepper spray, use of force, etc., not job site training or company integration training. Many companies elect to train their own employees for a couple of reasons. Some charge their own employees for the service and turn it into a moneymaker. Some want full control over the training and information put out, whereas they have the ability to alter topics or procedures and limit information to their employees as they see fit. While many companies are very concerned with their liability and take great measures to shield themselves from lawsuits and responsibility, they circumvent that mindset and process by training and certifying their own employees. What a lot of companies don't realize while trying to avoid lawsuits and exposure is by training and certifying your own employees, you've just made your company 100% more responsible for your employees' actions. Not only is the company responsible for their employees' actions they were trained on, but also the company's in-house trainer is responsible and exposed as well to a potential lawsuit because he or she trained them. A guard company doubles their exposure by providing in-house company training to their employees who could bring about a lawsuit in the performance of their duties. Then, if the instructor's methods used are at fault because the instructor is also an employee of the company, there is a second avenue of liability a defendant can seek in a lawsuit. Each company that elects to train and certify their own employees removes a level of protection and buffer that's offered by subcontracting that service out to a third-party source or training academy. Okay. Here's where it gets worse for your company and something that many of you never realized. Not only are you more responsible for your employees' actions because you directly trained and certified them, you now have a continued and ongoing exposure to liability for each prior employee that you trained, regardless how long ago it was. If you trained an employee as far as security guard courses, handcuffing, baton, pepper spray, use of force, etc., and certified them as such, then they go work for another guard company and have a use of force incident, the first question that will come up in a court case is where did that security officer receive his or her training and certification? Yes, regardless how long ago it was, you were the individual or agency that trained that person. Your training, your methods, your records will all come into question, and you may even be liable for that individual's training even though it was provided years ago and they are no longer working there. If you don't think this is possible, then you've not spent much time in civil court and seen the far reaches of the legal system as far as liability, responsibility, and contributing factors, while attorneys ruthlessly go to add any target they can to a lawsuit in the attempt to seek payment or protection for their client. Security employers that provide their own in-house training under their name should strongly reconsider sending your employees to a separate licensed training academy, as you and your company do not need the added exposure to an already high liability industry such as security. Further, you don't want to be responsible for every ex-employee that you've trained and certified in a use of force case years down the road, as you 100% can be called into question and named in the lawsuit because you trained and certified that person. TCTA is a fully licensed and certified training academy with certified instructors. We are fully equipped to handle all of your training needs and take the responsibility and exposure off your shoulders. This is one time where outsourcing training will truly pay off. Thanks, and be safe.